Next we have Nagma Banjari. She is from Pharmacology Division, CSIR Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine. The topic of her presentation is mannose and liposomes bearing doxorubicin for the improved therapy of TNBC.
From CSI Triple IM. I am here to present my part of PhD work related to mannose anchored liposome bearing doxorubicin for the improved therapy of triple negative breast cancer. Triple negative breast cancer is a highly heterogeneous and aggressive disease with higher risk of metastasis and recurrence. Due to the lack of therapeutic targets, chemotherapeutic targets such as estrogen receptor, progesterone receptor, and HER2 receptor, chemotherapy is the only therapeutic option characterized by early relapse and poor outcomes. TNBC had a mortality rate of about 40% within 5 years of diagnosis. Doxorubicin is a commonly used anthracycline anti-tumor drug in clinical practice for treating breast cancer. Due to its non-selective off-target response, results in cardiotoxicity and other major toxicities. TNBC bears highly immunosuppressive microenvironment in which tumor-associated macrophages called TAM. TAM is playing major role in its immunosuppressive microenvironment nature. TAMs mainly exist around tumor blood vessels, avascular areas, hypoxic areas, and could be divided into M1 and M2 type according to their activation state and function. In cancer, generally, M2 population is higher and M1 population is lower. There are two subtypes of TAM, which is M1 like TAM and M2 like TAM. Its role in cancer is M1 like TAM leads to immune activation, apoptosis of cancer cells, tissue damage, phagocytosis of cancer, and maturation of APC. Whereas M2 like TAM shows immune suppression, invasion and metastasis, tissue remodeling and fibrosis, proliferation and survival of cancer cells followed by angiogenesis. So here our strategy is to modulate TAM by repolarizing M2 type of population to M1 type of population leads to cancer immunotherapy by increasing M1 TAM population in cancer tumor environment. But there are certain limitations of TAM modulating agents such as systemic toxicity, decreased accumulation at tumor sites. So, for that, drugs that are administered systemically can generate off-target effect that compromises the therapy efficacy. Need of modified therapy with targeted ligand to address the compromised efficacy and minimize the off-target actions required. So, for that we have chosen liposomal formulation for the delivery of therapeutics. As we know, liposomes are the most common and well-established nanocarrier for targeted drug delivery systems. And there are various liposomal formulations already present in market such as Doxil, Lipodox, Myosac. So in next, we have chosen mannose receptor as a choice for targeting M2 type TAMs and TNBC TAMs, as mannose receptor overexpressed on TNBC cells as well as on M2 type TAMs. So this is a methodology. First, synthesis and characterization of mannose strilamine conjugate. Here, strilamine reacts with D-mannose in the presence of ethanol at 70 degrees centigrade leads to formation of mannose strilamine conjugate, in which N-glycosylated bond formation between unprotected anomeric and protected anomeric hydroxyl group of mannose and amine group of strilamine has been taken place. The formation of this conjugate has been further confirmed by HRMS and proto-NMR. Next part is preparation and characterization of DOX-loaded mannose modified liposomal formulation. The DOX-loaded mannose modified liposomal formulation has been prepared by remote loading method, and the mannose present on surface of liposome has been further confirmed by X-ray photoelectronic spectroscopy called XPS. XPS spectrum shows quantitative elementary analysis on surface of mannose receptor, on surface of mannose modified liposome. We have prepared different types of formulation in which there is different concentration of mannose modified conjugate has been taken, such as 0%, 1.5%, 2.5%, 5% and 7.5%. And for further characterized for size, and we have observed that less than 100 nanometer size range has been observed in all our formulation groups, then further characterized by polydispersity index and beta potential and percent encapsulation efficiency. In percent encapsulation efficiency, we have observed that more than 90% encapsulation has been observed. Further our formulation has been analyzed for in vitro cellular uptake or M2 polarized ROR 264.7, which is a macrophage, and this macrophage has been polarized to M2 by using interleukin 4. And this is the fluorescence image of cellular uptake of different DOX formulations loaded Mannose targeted liposome comprising of different concentrations of Mannose conjugates such as 1.25%, 2.5%, 5%, and 7.5%. And here we can see increase in red process with increasing molar concentration of Mannose conjugate on liposome. So from this we have concluded that the 5% molar concentration of Mannose conjugate on liposome showed optimum cellular uptake. Next, we have performed cellular uptake in cytotoxicity study on MDA-MB231 cells, which is a TNBC cell line. And here this is the fluorescence image of cellular uptake of different concentration of Mannose targeted liposome comprising of different concentration of Mannose conjugates such as from 1.25 to 7.5 molar range, and the result is according with the previous study which we have performed on M2 type polarized macrophages. And this is the IC50 table of DOX, lipodox and M-lipodox on MDA-MB231 cell line. Here we have observed that at 24 hours more than 10 microgram per ml IC50 was observed in all formulation, and at 48 hours DOX represent 0.721 microgram per ml and M-lipodox represent 1.26 microgram per ml of IC50. This is the cytotoxicity study on MDA-MB231 graph. Here graph represents percent cell growth inhibition of DOX, lipodox and M-lipodox at different concentration range such as 0.1, 0.5, 5, 10%, sorry, 10 microgram per ml at 24 hours and 48 hours. This is the graph, particle size and beta potential graph of lipodox and M-lipodox we have prepared, and PAM images of lipodox and M-lipodox confirms the spherical morphology of our formulation. And we have also studied hemolysis study. From this study we have concluded that our formulation showed non-hemolytic behavior. So conclusion, the results suggested that Mannose modified liposome showed less than 100 nanometer size, more than 90% drug encapsulation efficiency. The presence of Mannose liposomal formulation in spherical morphology has been confirmed by XPS and TAM respectively. It was observed that liposome containing 5% of Mannose conjugate lipids showed optimum cellular uptake in M2 polarized macrophage and TNBC cell lines. Additionally, compatibility with RBC was observed. In future, the Mannose conjugated liposome represents a potential strategy for targeted delivery of doxorubicin and as well as immunomodulator to improve the TNBC therapy, which is tackling the immunocompromised human microenvironment. The work is undergoing like the drug release and in vivo study for further validate the confirmation of targeting. I would like to thank Director IIIM for providing the necessary facility, and presented research work has been supported by CSIR funding. Thank you.